What if I told you that you don't have to do any... Man, I'm already smiling because I already love this video already. But what if I told you that you don't have to do anything at all to get to where you're trying to be in life? You don't have to physically do anything at all. Because I've been pondering. I've been learning many things in these few days that I've been, just living my life, literally. And one thing that I've learned is I've always grown up on the saying, what you give is what you get, and there is a such thing as karma, right? Of course, I've said on this channel multiple times that the universe doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you need based off of who you are. You understand? So we are always communicating to God energetically from within, not from without. It's not about the actions that we take physically, like donating and being nice to people. That, ooh, my cat's bumping against the table, but it's not about, let me feed him even though he just ate. Back to what I was saying, it's not about the actions that we take physically that grants us the blessings that we seek to attract in our life, right? It's about what we do energetically. It's about what we do with our energy. It's about the vibration of our energy. High frequency vibrations are like this, you understand? Low frequency is, you know what I mean, just it speaks for itself. Like, this is high energy, like you just going, you understand? But when you're feeling low energy, you just like, think of it like a hamster wheel, right? The faster you run on that hamster wheel is like your energy. And all you have to do, in so many words, what I was saying about that, and I love the hamster wheel example, because we're gonna take that and we're gonna run with it. I cannot with myself. Like, you see what I did there? Hamster wheel, run with it. Anyways, in so many words, all you have to do is just run on that hamster wheel. All you have to do is just get that hamster wheel going like that, and you will attract the things that are equivalent to the speed, or what's the word I'm looking for? All you have to do is get the hamster wheel going, running super fast, getting your energy like this, and you will attract the things that are high vibrational to align with you as well. You literally attract what you are. That's literally it. The people you hang around, if they're like this, then that's a mirror to you reflecting who you are. If you have people that are constantly trying to put you down, it could be two things. Because I've learned, number one, people project how they feel about themselves on the other people, but it could also be a mirror to that you always put yourself down. In so many words, you accept the things in life that you think you deserve, literally. But anyways, back to the whole premise of the video. It's not about how much effort you put in, it's about your vibration. And when you are vibrating on a high vibrational frequency, you will start to receive, but you're not going to receive anything if you're not open to receiving from within. And what I mean by that is, you gotta relax. You gotta stop trying to drive the car when it's not your car to drive. You don't have to. The easiest way I can put this, right? Say you are taking the best trip of your life somewhere, right? But let's say you're so used to having to be in survival mode and trying to take charge of other things in your life, right? But let's say that in this instance, in order for you to get where you want to be in life, in order for you to go where you want to be, in order to see the life and live the life that you want to live, all you have to do is just work on yourself. In so many words, all you have to do is, like my mom used to say when I was a little kid and I was asking how long or where we going, she used to say, sit back and play passenger. She literally used to say that all the time, and what that means is she's in control. We're gonna get to where we're going. All I gotta do is just relax. You know what I mean? All I have to do is just focus on myself and entertain myself and make sure I'm good and keep my spirits up, because I know we're going to wherever we was going at that time. Child, she said that so many times I can't even tell you where we were going when she was saying that type of stuff. But God is just asking you to sit back and play passenger. Like, he's taking you there. Why are you trying to, police him into telling him where to go? Like, relax. Literally just relax. I need you to know, and when I say know, I mean know, as in have the knowledge, as if this is a fact, because it is. Not think, because that's an opinion. You understand what I'm saying? But I need you to know that you are on your way there. When you stop trying to take the wheel out of God's hands, and when you stop trying to drive yourself, and God is telling you, bro, give me the wheel, let me drive you there, and you're sitting here like, no, I can do it, I'm used to doing it, I have to do this. You cannot do it your way. If you want to get to where you're going to be, you have to be open. And that's what I was saying earlier. You have to be open to things unfolding how they are meant to. Because just because you want it to go your way doesn't mean that it's meant to go that way. Because the universe is very, very, very precise. Okay, every little thing leads up to every little thing. Every little action has a reaction. You understand what I'm saying? So even if you try to do one thing your way, right? Let's say one thing out of this whole plan that God has for you went your way. Just one thing, that would throw off the rest of the thing. You understand? Because it's meant to go, it's supposed to go how it's meant to be. And one thing about God, even if you do stray off the path that he has for you, he will literally place you back. So in so many words, if your life is feeling like a lot of chaos, just know that you're not listening to God, and he's literally, in so many words, he's trying to shake you up, right? It's kind of like shaking up, or like, in so many words, it's like a sift. You understand what a sift is? Like when you pour flour and then you gotta like sift it through to make sure you catch all the pieces. In so many words, he is trying to sift the bad out of your life, so that way there's nothing but good. He's trying to remove that bad, but you're holding on to it. You're not letting anything go through the sifter. You understand what I'm saying? Or in so many words, I think it was like, I was talking about like batter. Like when you're baking something and then you pour the batter in and you gotta kind of toss it and turn it to make sure it's like, you know what I mean, like level in the pan. In so many words, you're that batter. And when you're not listening, and when you're not going to the corner of the pan that God is telling you to go, he has to keep shaking you up. Now when you finally listen and you get to that corner of the pan, you realize, oh, the shaking has stopped. I can relax now. I was always supposed to be relaxing, I was just choosing not to, because I'm not used to relaxing. You got to be honest with yourself. It's okay if you're not used to relaxing, but you're going to learn how. You're going to have to learn how. I mean, you're going to have to learn how to surrender control. You're going to have to learn how to let go. You're going to have to learn how to let God take the wheel. But you'll get there. You'll get there. The more and more you just keep trying, the easier it'll become. Literally. And dang, I'm getting toe up. I've been scratching my leg for 9 minutes. Like, I am getting toe up, man. These mosquitoes are ruthless. But it's like I was saying earlier, you've got to do the work within. Literally, God is in control of your external reality. Every little blessing you have in your life, and that's another thing. Oh, slow down. We got to slow down, because we just got to slow down. But God is in control of your external reality. Everything you have now, and everything, slow down, I gotta slow it down a little bit more. Everything you have now is a reflection of your energy. The cat's pushing against the table again, but it's a reflection of how you are vibrating energy. And it's not even what you have physically, it's also the way you see life, because it's a complete reflection. The eyes are the window to the soul. So whatever energy vibration that your soul is at, because our souls are literally on a vibrational frequency. So however you are viewing life, that is literally telling you exactly where your vibrational frequency is at. You understand what I'm saying? So if you are seeing life all dim and gray because it's literally been raining, like there's no part of blue in the sky at all, it's actually gray clouds. So if you are constantly seeing life all dim and gray and upsetting and melancholy, well, you might want to just stop and be like, wait a minute, why am I seeing life this way? And really, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm really like a thinker. Like I be thinking, like, of course I be thinking, but like when it comes down to the way I perceive things and the way I like think about something, I'll be like, wait a minute, why do I feel this way about, you know what I mean? Like, I like to get down to the bottom. I have to get down to the root. I have to get down to the cause. What is the reason? I've been that way since I was a child, man. Any possession that you have lost in life It is just a sign that you have fell out of alignment with whatever possession that you had, whether it be something good. If you lost something good going for you, it could be a sign that you fell out of that energy vibration. You understand what I'm saying? Or if you lost things that weren't serving you, it could be a sign that you have grown. You understand what I'm saying? So the trick is to really focus on yourself. If you want to, in so many words, if you want to see the best out of life, just be your best from within. And when you are doing your best from within, that reflects in how you act and how you behave and how you interact with your external reality. Because you know how they say, if you look good, you feel good. I like to reverse that saying. I like to say, if you feel good, you look good. Because it doesn't matter how you look. If you're feeling good within, it won't matter how you're looking. I could be looking like this and I know I look good. You understand? I don't have to be dressed up, and my definition of dressed up is still looking casual. So at the end of the day, like, you don't have to be looking a certain way just to feel good. You understand what I'm saying? But it should be that saying should be the opposite way around. Stop panicking. Stop worrying, stop being so anxious, and stop being so concerned about your future. Let go and let God. Let him take you where he's trying to take you. You understand? Just because things are not unfolding in the way we expect them to be, doesn't mean that they are not unfolding as they are meant to be. Because they are literally going the way they are meant to be. But once the plan gets in motion, once God starts to take you there and you see, this isn't going how I thought it would be, you start to try and grab that wheel from him and say, no, where are you taking me? God is like, have you lost your mind? What are you doing? Like, I'm playing. He's not like that. Maybe he is. I just like to see God as a being with a sense of humor is all. I like to see him as a creator with a sense of, because if he created me, and that just goes back into what I was saying about vibration and perception. That however you perceive things is telling you about your energy from within. And I like to make jokes. Like, even though I might not catch on to a lot of jokes if people tell me to joke, I personally think I have a good sense of humor. And so the way I perceive God, if he created me like this, I perceive him to be someone with a good sense of humor. When things are not going your way, you still have to trust the process. Like, that's what I've been saying to myself these past couple days. Like, when some stuff go down or when things are not ideal to me, just because it's not ideal doesn't mean it's not meant to be. You have to understand that just because it's not what you want, just because it's not how you want it to go down, doesn't mean that it's not meant to happen that way. It's just not how we envision it. And that's why I've been saying since the start of this channel, when you hold on to expectation, you know what you're holding on to at the end of the day? Disappointment. Expectation and disappointment go hand in hand. They're like best friends. If you are expecting things to happen in a particular way, you only just setting yourself up to be sad and disappointed. But we have to be so honest with ourselves. We have to be aware and we have to be conscious of what it is we are doing and our intentions behind a lot of things. Because even though we'll say, okay, I'm just gonna try and do this because for whatever the case may be, you have to call yourself out when you feel like you're trying to take control over your external situation. Because we can be so used to having to solve things on our own. But one thing I realize is that comes from a lack of trust in God when you try and solve your external reality. And I realize that, and the closer and closer I get to God, the more I realize, the more I'm like, hey man, you the man, you the boss. You don't gotta tell me twice to relax. You don't gotta tell me twice to sit down and buckle up and just enjoy the ride. Literally, God is telling you to just enjoy life while he handles it for you. The happier you become inside, the more healing you do, the more nurturing you do, the more you just pour into yourself, the more and more you just call yourself out on your bad habits or anything like that, the more light you allow into your life. You are allowing more light into your life when you just choose to be positive. When you choose to focus on the light in life, then that's all you become. You become what you focus on. I think, therefore I am. Literally, whatever you focus on, whatever you pay attention to, you become that energetically. We really don't have the time in this life to stress and worry. I'm gonna just be real for real. We don't have the time that we think we have to feel any second with worry, to feel any second with anxiety, not even a millisecond. You understand? When we have those types of thoughts, one of the things I quickly do is I stop. Once I realize, like, wait a minute, I don't like the way this thought is going, because it's not about the thoughts themselves that cause the problems. It's about us being aware of the thought and how it makes us feel. Because when you are genuinely paying attention to what thoughts you are thinking in your head at all times, because we have to stand guard of our minds. Our minds are literally like, direct communication with God. And so we have to stand guard of the thoughts we think, because the things we think and the things we start to believe start to affect our vibration as well. So that's why we have to be aware, because when you have those thoughts where you are worrying, when you are stressing, feeling anxious, feeling misguided, whatever the case may be, right? You have to understand you have to ask yourself, what thoughts am I thinking? Why am I thinking this? And then you gotta stop. First of all, that's what I was getting at. When you notice those thoughts and how they're making you feel, you gotta stop. The first thing you gotta do is get fully in your body. Like, just be chilling and be like, oh snap, I'm here right now. Just check in with yourself. The minute you start feeling like that, be like, wait a minute, I'm here in this body. Take a look at your hands. Just remind yourself of who you are and where you are. Remind yourself that you are safe in your own body. Okay, the body, in so many words, just how we are in our body. Think of it like our body is in these clothes, right? I am not these clothes. My body is not these clothes. My body is my body. I am not my body. I'm within the body. You understand what I'm saying? And the body generates these feelings that I end up feeling and I end up observing. So, as the observer, because in so many words, we are not the projection. We are the projector. You ever been in class? Or I don't know. I know there's a bunch of different age groups watching, but we've all seen a movie at the movie theater, I believe. In so many words, we are not the movie on the screen. We are the projector projecting the movie on the screen. I hope that makes any sense. I really do. But in so many words, you are the observer. So you got to stop, come back to yourself, really come back to yourself. Look at your body, be like, okay, I'm safe, I'm fine. And then start breathing, because this air is our life force. This air is literally God that we're breathing in. This air is mental clarity. This air is a reset button for the brain. So you gotta stop. You don't even gotta stop for too long, maybe at least a minute, and just breathe for a minute. Thoughts are still gonna pop up every now and again, but when those thoughts pop up, remember that you are not the thoughts. You are the observer of those thoughts. So when those thoughts pop up, just breathe. Just keep breathing through those thoughts. Breathe through the thoughts. Don't stop and analyze the thoughts and be like, oh, there's a thought, maybe I should, no, just breathe through the thoughts. Okay, just, hey, you gonna keep knocking down my table? What's wrong with you, boy? And then the next thing, what's up with you? And then next, all you gotta do is just get down to the bottom of it. Ask yourself, why am I thinking this way? What could this be about? And if you don't have the time to really get into a deep thought, just make a note for it later. You really just gotta break that thought down. Whatever thought is causing you to think or feel, whatever thought is causing you to feel those negative emotions, just break it down. And I had to put my legs up because the cat is still knocking the table. All you got to do is be in charge of yourself. Be in charge of your body. Be in charge of your soul. Be in charge of your energy. God will take you where you want to be. Matter of fact, He is. Oh, y'all are already in the car. Y'all have already buckled up and have already started the journey there. The only thing is, when things start to look a little weird, when things don't look, it's just like getting in a car, right? And expecting a nice, smooth ride, expecting nothing but green lights, no stop signs. Everybody knows how to drive. The highway there's no traffic on the highway. And then the reality is, you get in a car, there are a few red lights, there's a little bit of traffic, maybe there was an accident. You just gotta trust the process. Like, you cannot, I could put my legs down now, you cannot try to go outside of what is. You understand what I'm saying? Because all there is. Like, I don't know if that just made any sense, but it does to me. There's no way you can go outside or go around or go over or go under what already exists. All that exists is right in front of you. It would be illogical to expect a completely smooth ride, because the thing is, the reason why things get a little bumpy is because it shows us that we need to heal. That's the reason why life feels a little bumpy. That's the reason why life feels a little chaotic at times, because when we are called to grow, when we are called to move to new heights, things are gonna feel chaotic, because we have to get up, we have to let things go, we have to prune ourselves in so many words. We have to prune off that negative energy we've been holding on to, prune out those negative beliefs or those negative ideologies about life, and grow past our perception that we are currently perceiving life to be. You understand? Excuse me, grow past the perspective that we are perceiving life to be. And so all we literally have to do is just work on ourselves. Just pour into ourselves. But it's like pouring into a cup. How can I put this? Think of it like a watering can. Oh my goodness, you know, like a watering can that you pour the water into. And like, in so many words, you cannot water your garden, you cannot water your life if you don't have water in the watering can. You understand what I'm saying with that? Oh my gosh, that is revolutionary. That is a revolutionary example right there. I gotta write that in my journal. That is a revolutionary example. If you are trying to water your plants, right, and there is no water in that watering can, you're not gonna be able to water a thing. All you have to do is just pour into your own watering can. Because when you are pouring yourself, when you are nurturing yourself, keeping your energy high, aka keeping that watering can full, you have all the fruits, you have all the tools, you have all the things necessary to cultivate and grow your life to be so beautiful around you. You understand? And that's another thing that I was going to say. What's this? 26 minutes. I was going to say that 20 minutes ago. But I was going to say, when I was talking about how the resources and the things you have equate to your vibration, I was also going to say that you really don't need anything. You don't. Everything you have now is a tool to help you grow, to help you get to where you want to be. It is not necessary. You have to think tools are not necessary. All you need is a seed and a nurturer to grow whatever you want in your life. Anything else, for example, if you had a shovel would make things easier, so you don't have to dig in the dirt with your hands, right? I think it's called a cultivator, like that little spiky thing where you hack up weeds with it. You don't need that to garden, because you could just use what you come with when you come to this planet. That's all you really need. All you need is a thought, and to take action on that thought in the best way you can. So you got to be grateful for everything you have, man, because God is really taking you there. He's really taking you there. And it don't matter what resources you have or what resources you wish you had, you better turn that water into wine. Whatever resources you have, you got to get creative. That's the thing about God. He wants us to create, and he wants us to be imaginative. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's not like he won't give you what you ask him for, because he will. Trust in him, and he will provide. Number one, let's talk about it. But he wants you to be creative. Life wouldn't be so easy. It would be no purpose to our lives if we just got handed what we wanted when we wanted it, right? It's more so like him handing you your bare hands and you wanting to grow some stuff, and you're like, I don't have any tools. Everybody else has the tools. I don't have the tools. God is like, get creative. Get the dirt up under your nails. You understand? Every little thing, and I had to learn this myself, every little thing that I have gone through in my life has really only benefited me. Every single experience, the good, the bad, all of it. Because I had a moment last night, and then I'm going to end this video. I had a moment last night. Yesterday wasn't actually, was it yesterday? Okay, yesterday was Friday. Yesterday was Saturday. So Friday and Saturday weren't the best days, okay? They weren't the best that I've had in my life. I've had better days. But the thing about that is, one thing I noticed is, like, even when I wasn't just at that point, my watering can wasn't quite full, it didn't feel full, I still kept a positive mindset. Even though I was like, dog, I don't like the way this feels, I kept telling myself, if I'm in alignment with the best possible outcome for my life, right? The best possible outcome for my future. If I'm in alignment with that, then that must mean that this right now is the best possible experience for me to have in this moment.
That is called the universal law of assumption. If I declare it, then so be it.
And I just kept filling myself with those types of positive affirmations and those positive thoughts. Even though the drive on the way there isn't what I expected it to be, I know that this is what's best for me. And I had to realize, last night I realized, I was like, wait a minute. I've gotten more compassionate with myself. I've really, even though I haven't always trusted and believed in God, but ever since from when I first started talking to God and seeking God out to where I am now, oh boy, has my trust in Him grown, has my faith in Him grown, because it's gotten to a point where I'm like, I see clearly what it is you're trying to do, God. I see clearly, and you'll be able to see clearly when you just relax and you stop trying to take control. Everything just, and the fact that I'm talking about seeing clearly and the gray clouds are dissipating and I can see the sun now and I can see the blue behind the clouds. Hey man, I didn't do that. That was all God. And did y'all just see, like in the camera, like the sun just kind of came up a little bit more? That's all God, baby. That ain't me, baby. That's just God. Because I noticed, like, I've been having more compassion for myself. And when you have compassion for yourself, it reflects in how you treat other people. And what was I getting at with all of that? What was I trying to say? In so many words, it's not, the good days are good. Trust me, the good days are great. But life would be just, you know what I mean, kind of flat if it weren't for days that teaches us lessons. And those days that feel a little bit rocky bring the most lessons. But the only way to learn those lessons is if you just pay attention to how you feel. The only way to learn those lessons is really just by appreciating it, instead of trying to wish it away, instead of trying to wish that the moment was good. You have to understand that that moment feels the way it does because it's meant to shake you up, to open your eyes a little bit, to shake you up, to see what God is trying to tell you to see, especially if you've been trying to take the wheel, or if you've been feeling unhappy because things aren't going the way you expect them to be, which is a silly reason to be unhappy. But you know, it's life. Like, we have to understand that. And it's actually really tripping me up how the sky is getting clearer and clearer as I say this. Like, it's kind of making me trip up a little bit. But I know that God is out there listening to me, and I just take it as a sign that He's like, girl, you are on it, girl. You are on it, period. Anyways, let's talk about it. You really just gotta, like, relax. Like, if it's one thing I've been literally stressing this whole video, relax. God has got you. It don't matter where you are, even if you are a low vibrational soul right now. And I say right now because you don't have to be that. All you have to do is just embody a higher way of thinking. Break yourself out of the perspective that you've been seeing life at, and choose to grow. But have patience with yourself. Be compassionate towards yourself. Nurture yourself. If you're not feeling so good, treat yourself like you would treat a friend. If your friend's not feeling you so good, you say, hey, what's wrong? Do you need a hug? Da, 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 da. Do that to yourself. Literally ask yourself, hey, what's wrong? Give yourself a hug. Give yourself a hug. Tell yourself it's gonna be okay. Really just reassure yourself and watch how your energy just changes and you just feel much lighter. Also, just seek God out. Like, He is going to be there to remove and take any burden because He is strong. There is no weakness in Him. Unlike going to a physical person who might not be at the level to intake or to receive whatever, I don't want to say burden, but whatever's burdening you, they might not be able to take that on or to help you out with that because they're going through their own things as well. But we have to just remember, like, it's okay. Everything is okay. Everything is just fine. Everything is peachy ice cream. Just live your life. Live it. And I mean live it. Like I was saying earlier, we don't have the time to stress, okay? We don't have the time to worry. We don't have the time to be upset. you really got to stop and ask yourself when you get upset, when you feel those things, like, does this really have any significance? Like, the significance that it does have, in so many words, is to teach you to not worry about it, to teach you how to let go of little things. That's how I see it. Those little things that I catch myself sweating over, I'll be like, man, get out of here with that, man. Ain't nobody focused on that. I got bigger fish to fry. No, but seriously though, like, you can't, come on, man, let that little stuff go, man. If somebody had an attitude with you, or if something didn't go your way, man, let it go. Trust in God, man. He's always guiding you. He's always directing you. All you gotta do is just go within and focus. All you gotta do is just have a good time. Have a good time on the way there, because when you just stop worrying about how things are gonna go down and just face everything with a smile, it makes the journey a whole lot easier, and then you're really able to have fun and live life, man. If you're gonna do anything with your time that you have here, just have a good time. Literally, I would rather, and I'm gonna end this video after this, and I'm so serious, I would rather we all just have a good time and just have a happy time, learn how to love ourselves, because when you learn how to love yourself, you learn how to love another person the right way. Don't treat somebody how you wouldn't treat yourself, and don't treat yourself how you wouldn't treat somebody else. And that's on period. Like, literally, just have a good time. Just laugh more, smile more. Something, I said this in the last video, but something makes you laugh, laugh. Don't matter how silly it is or how childish it is, whatever the case may be, just focus on your healing. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to laugh, laugh. If you want to smile in public because you're listening to some good music, do that. If you want to dance while you're listening to your music and you're in public, do that. Like, you got to think about it. Like, we literally just here to live life. I be walking down the street dancing to my music. I don't care who ride by and see me, man. Any judgments that they place on me have no effect on me, because that's coming from within their being, and they're trying to project that onto me. That has nothing to do with me. If they say I look a fool dancing while I walk down the road, then I just know that that's how they feel about themselves, and they are not confident in their dancing abilities, because I know I can dance. They are not secure in themselves. They don't feel happy with themselves. They don't feel happy with their life to walk down the street and dance. So in so many words, just dance to the music of your own heart. Literally just follow your heart. Just follow where you're being guided. Don't question anything. That's literally, okay, that's really the last thing I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna end this video. Don't question anything that's going on with your life, because that makes the relaxation process so much better and so much easier. Don't question a thing. I'm so serious. When something happens in your life, don't question it. If God removes somebody out of your life, don't question it. If God places you somewhere new, don't question it. Don't question it. Literally, don't question it. Just know that it's meant to happen. That's all. That's it. But that's really all that I have for this video. Another 40-minute video somehow, somewhere. I don't know. I just be yapping. But thank y'all so much for watching this video. I really do hope y'all enjoyed from the bottom of my heart, man. I really do hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you to everybody who is joining the community, man. I really do appreciate it. I really appreciate all you guys' like kind comments and everything like that. Like, y'all are some beautiful souls out there, man. And it's cool how we're able to connect just based off of a video. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, just through a video, like, what? But no, this sunset is so pretty. I'm gonna show y'all at the end. But that's really all that I have for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Until next time, bye, friends. And here is the sunset. It's gorgeous. This is what I was talking about when the clouds were clearing. It's very beautiful.